our holiday specials. This week on Cooking with Kat, we are celebrating Halloween with a wonderful, ghostly, ghastly treat. This is going to be so much fun. To make our ghostly, ghastly treats, we're going to need 1 10-ounce package of marshmallows, 1/4 cup of margarine or butter, 6 cups of Rice Krispies, 12 ounces of vanilla flavored candy coating, or I've used the white chocolate. We need chocolate sprinkles and miniature semi-sweet chocolate pieces. You can also use black gel to decorate these ghostly treats as well, or you can use black licorice if you so choose. Now let's get started. Okay, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and preheat our double broiler so that we can melt the white chocolate chips. But we also need to melt our butter and our marshmallows. So we're going to head to the stove for that. Sorry. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a double broiler. The easiest way to make a double broiler is just to get a deep pan and set a glass bowl on top. And make sure that when you fill it with water that you don't touch the glass bowl with it. We want to build up enough steam inside where it heats the bowl up and you can melt your chocolate accordingly. The main purpose is you don't want to scorch your chocolate or burn it. And so this is an easy, gentle way of melting it using steam. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to melt the butter and the marshmallows together so that we can go ahead and get our Rice Krispie treats ready. And that's a little warm. My general rule of thumb is I like to have the butter melted before I put in the marshmallows, and that butter is just melting beautifully. It's just about melted, so we're going to go ahead and pour our marshmallows in. And we're just going to melt that and keep spreading it around. So that's going to go pretty quick. Now our steam is already generating, so we're going to go ahead and pour our morsels in as well. There we go. These are a really fun way to surprise any little kid, or even have parties at your office or with your neighbors. A lot of fall festivals going on this time of year at various churches and other organizations, and this is a great little thing to take and just kind of have something fun and different other than taking your typical candy. We need to keep on stirring the marshmallows so that they don't stick to the bottom. Now, yeah, there is a butter in here that'll keep it from that, but we want to just make sure that it melts evenly. I need to get a spoon and check on our chocolate. Oh, it's starting to melt just beautifully. Now this is hot, and there's going to be some steam rising, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. Our white chocolate is melted, our marshmallows are melted, so it's time to start assembling our little ghost. Now we've got to work fast on this, so hang with me. We're going to use 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats. We're going to pour our marshmallows, melted marshmallows with our butter on top, and we've got to work fast. Now I'm going to share a little tidbit with you here. You're going to be working with your hands a lot on this, so we're going to have to spray our hands with a non-stick spray. And you're thinking, that's going to be gross, but you know what? I'd much rather you get it on your hands and then have to worry about using butter and getting that everywhere. It's just kind of easier to use the non-stick spray. So we're getting this all stirred up. This is going to make about 9 or 12 little ghosts for you. Let's get working here. I've got parchment paper on a cookie sheet. That will keep our ghosts from sticking. Coat your hands with a non-stick spray. Use anywhere from 1/2 cup to a cup of these little guys. And as it hardens, as it cools, it's going to harden, and you're just going to kind of form these into little ghosts. Now, there is no general form. You just kind of work your best. And they are kind of gooey. They don't want to cooperate very well at first, but the more you let them cool and work with them, the better off you're going to be. Now remember, all ghosts are different, so have fun with it. Make it fun. Okay, we're just going to kind of set this up a little bit. As it cools, it will stay. You're just going to have to let it work a little bit. You know, it says about 1/2 cup, and that's about as much as your hand is going to hold. You can, give or take a little bit, but anywhere from a cup to a half a cup to a cup, and that's about all it's going to be able to stand, because it's going to have a hard time standing up to begin with. So you're just going to want to keep working it And while it's hot, it's real pliable. So you're going to make all your little ghosts look different. Now that we've got our little ghosts ready, they're going to need to harden for a little bit. So we're going to sit them in the refrigerator just to kind of get them a little bit firm, and then we'll bring them back out and dip them in our chocolate. Okay, now we're going to give them about 10 minutes in the refrigerator to let them get a little bit hard. We'll come back in a few minutes, dip them in the hot chocolate, and get them ready. But for now, it is time to wait. Look at how wonderful these are. They are all in just crazy shapes. They don't look really like anything just yet, but you just wait. We're going to get these all decked out and ready to go. Now, we've got our chocolate melted. Now, we've learned a valuable lesson. When we started the show, we decided to go ahead and melt both components, the marshmallows and the white chocolate all together. What we found is that sometimes when the hot chocolate or the chocolate sits on the heat too long, it tends to get hard. There's really nothing you can do to make it any better. So we started over a fresh batch. So we're ready to go now. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to drizzle on top. Just going to kind of coat these. We're going to make sure that every one of these are coated with white chocolate. And while these are still hot, we're going to go ahead and start decorating them. Now I've got some little chocolate sprinkles, and I've got miniature chocolate chips, and I've also got the black gel. So we're going to just kind of do a little bit of experimenting. We're going to just kind of use him as our little experiment here. Put little eyes on him. I can get a hold of these little suckers. They're so small. There you go. There's one face. Now that you're finished, you're probably going to want to let them harden for a while. The chocolate will need to harden, so you can even go put them back in the refrigerator if you want. And you can decorate them as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. It's all up to you, because, you know, ghosts can be just whatever you want them to be. And I think they're cute. I think they're a lot of fun, and they're definitely something that not everybody's going to bring to a party. I hope you've had fun today. I sure have. I've had a lot of fun making these little guys, coming up with great little ideas for you to take to parties and to hand out as treats. Gosh, these would be great to give out to all the little kids that come to your front door. I have really enjoyed it. And, you know, what better way to celebrate Halloween than with white chocolate ghosts? Be sure to visit our website at catcurly.com. You can also reach me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/catcurly. You can also submit your recipes on catcurly.com, and I would love to hear from you and love to see all the neat ideas you have for recipes. I hope you've had fun. I sure have. I can't do that.
Something like that.
Ready? Welcome to the first. Okay, I just had a brain fart. Yeah. Welcome to the first of the Halloween. Never mind. Cletus.